everybody, welcome back to another Bit to Go to Minecraft tutorial video. This is the Minecraft SS Regina tutorial, part 3, and hopefully final part. I have everything written down for the rest of the ship, so should be done by the time the end of this video ends. If it's not, obviously you'll know, because I wouldn't have put final part on it. So, yeah, you know if it is or not, but yeah, we'll get right onto it. So we'll actually start with the doors and windows here on the this bow superstructure. So just grab my glass and my doors. Can I grab it? There we go. So flap to here, and really the rest of the details on here are the exact same for both 1903 and 1907, or I mean 1907 and 1913. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, so we'll get on with it. Down here, basically go to the third block up, and we just add, these are just portholes. So if you have some other block that looks more like a porthole, you can use those, but I'm just using glass. So put one on the center, and then we got these on the corner here. So just do that. Same with over here. And then same with this corner right here. Just add 2 blocks there. Now there's actually another porthole behind the staircase for whatever reason. So go ahead and add that. Then on these sidewalls, just to go to the third block back, add a door, and then a little window behind there. Same on that side. And there we go, there's those front doors and windows and portholes done. As for the back along here, basically just go to the third block in, place a glass, and we're going to place a, these are also portholes back here. And then leave a 3 block space, add a porthole, 3 block space, add a porthole. That's that whole deck there. Now on the deck below, I'm going to go to the third block up, and go to the third block here, and put a porthole there. And then leave 1 block gap, and then put a door here. And 2 block gap, put a porthole, 2 block gap, put a porthole, 2 block gap, put a porthole, 2 block gap, put a door, 1 block gap, put a porthole. And I think I explained this in the last video, but in case I didn't, this entire back area here, I literally, there is no documentation of, so I don't really know how it actually looked. This is just a good guess, an educated guess as to what it probably looked like. So, if you want to make your own pattern that you think is more accurate or whatever, go ahead, because your pattern would probably be just as accurate as mine. Since you don't really know. But yeah, anyway, got that out of the way. Now there are some other staircases we need to add right here on the sides that go up. So I'll grab my staircase materials. I'll also grab my fence. Here we go. So on this second, is it the second or is it outer? Okay, it's that one on the inner one. So I think, what does it start with again? Start with a stair. It starts with a ladder. So second block in right here, place a ladder, and then put a stair, upside down stair, ladder, and then a stair, upside down stair, put a ladder on that. Same thing on this side. So pretty simple. There we go. And then just add a little fence in here in the corner. And there we go, there's that. There are some other details on the bow here which we'll go ahead and add. So I'll grab them from the prototype. And I need slabs and trapdoors. I think that should be all good. Okay, so basically go to the go to the first block right here, right in the center, where this fence is, basically. And then we'll go count to the, see, where is it? So yeah, we count to the 4th block back. So this is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and we had 2 blocks there, and we put some with the skeleton skulls for the bollards. Just put a little slab there for where the ropes slide in and out. I know some ships would have, like, a little flap that closes over this, but On the Regina, it was just an open space. So there's that. Now, so this is the 4th block here. Now I come to the 11, so that's 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these 2 blocks will also add our bollard. Again with the slab right there. Same thing on this side, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. And then, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And there we go. And then finally for these bow details, forecastle details, we'll just add this little trapdoor trimming on the bulwark. And there we go. There's the entire bow area done, really. So it's nice. Let's see. Now move on to the mast. So the mast is a bit more complex, as you can see. So I grabbed some materials for this. Need that, 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 and I've completely forgotten about these blocks up here. Cool. I have the trapdoor, grab the button, grindstone, the bell, and the bell. That's all I grab for now. So find the center block on the back of this wall here. Should be this center porthole. And we'll go to the second block back here, and we'll build up by 11 blocks with the stripped birch wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go, 11 blocks up. And then we'll switch to oak, because yes, the mast did change colors. Well, this is really just a different shade of brown, basically, different shade of tan. Then in oak, we'll go up 14 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. Then on our mud brick wall, because the mast got a little thinner up at the top, so I add 1, 2, 3. And then in fence, we add 1, 2, and then put a little trapdoor on top. So the mast gets a little thinner at the top. You got kind of a round end on that. So there's that mast. And again, I think I did explain this in the previous video, that the masts and funnel, they were slightly on an angle. So if you wanted to make the masts on an angle too, then go ahead, but it's just such a small ship, such small masts and funnel, that I just didn't add them. I didn't add the slant. So, now we'll go on the birch here. Just go on this side, because this side is where the cargo crane extends from, connects up to here. And we'll count to the 4th block up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I would just put a single stripped oak wood there. And we're gonna add basically a 20 block long crane. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let me just make sure that is 20. Which is add trapdoors on the ends of that. There we go. I'll also add some buttons for basically a hinge point. Or it hinges this whole thing. And I think, did I add buttons on this end? I didn't, okay. So we'll go ahead and add some grindstones. Now these are basically just the pulleys for the ropes. Just add 1 on the top and 1, 2 on the bottom. And we'll get to the rigging in a bit. But first I'm going to get some of these other details out of the way. So you have the bell already. And then we need this trapdoor and this lantern. So basically on the mast, we'll count up to the 13th block up. So up to 13th block, we'll add a bell right there, which is rather loud. And again, we'll count from the bottom, right here. And we're going to count to the 22nd block up. So 22nd is right here. We're going to add a lantern there, but we need to put a trapdoor beneath it first. We'll put the lantern right there. And then on the 23rd, so right here, we'll just add a grindstone there, and that'll connect up to the grindstone there on the cargo crane with the rigging. So there we go. There's that foremast. So the ship's starting to look like, the ship now. I will go ahead and add the this whole winch, which is rather complex. So expect me to screw up on some part of it. See, is this just up to, okay, it is. This is stairs in the middle. And then, so probably what blocks? Yeah, blocks. This. Lots of materials for this. Okay, so start off simple. In front of the mast, well, I guess behind the mast here, we'll leave a third block gap. So 1, 2, 3, block, and on the fourth block, no, it's on the third. So 2 block gap and on the third block, we'll add a 3x5 black stone platform like this. That's our base for the winch. These were big winches. So there's our base for the winch. And then we'll add, what, 2x2 and polished blackstone bricks there. Then also over here. And in the middle of all that, we'll add blackstone stairs going around. Like that. I'll go ahead and add chiseled polished blackstone here and here. With some dark oak trapdoors on them. A blackstone wall behind that, and a sandstone wall behind that. Those are essentially the steam piston rods that would help to spin this winch. So, and then the middle part is, where the actual ropes would go. I've kind of forgotten how this is all put together. Just looking this over again. And I need the lever. I already have the slab. Okay. So, on top of this blackstone wall, I'll put a slab. And I'll also put a lever going to the slab, like that. There we go. And I'll put a full blackstone block there and there with a bamboo fence gate in the middle. These would basically just be smaller little flywheels. And these ones on the end are essentially the axles, which include the bamboo fence in the middle. That's all like an axle for like rope to wrap around for the winch. And I think that's essentially the entire winch. We just need to add the rigging to all this. I know it looks complex. It doesn't look easy, but I can make it fairly easy. So, just need a few measurements here. 5, 10, and 5. Okay. So, on the center of the winch here, on this back one, with our cobwebs or whatever block you're using for the rigging, we'll up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Behind that we had 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should connect up to that grindstone there. And basically how this all works is you have a pulley there, and this winch here. So this winch will pull in rope, which will wrap around that winch, going down to this winch here, and that'll pull this cargo crane up and down. And then you also have some, I think you can basically control the, like the height of the hook based on, it's like a secondary winch with these other little cables here. And this is in its mounting, like stored position. So you got these other grindstones just holding it in place. So not super difficult. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So over to here. Go from this winch here. We'll add 1 block there. And then add 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this. Now we have 9 going diagonally from the winch. And then for the 10th one, we're actually going to want to bring that outward a block like that. And then we'll just connect this up down to the bottom winch. Or not winch, but grindstone. You can see that connects up on the corner perfectly. So that's nice. Let's see, I guess I could get this part. So Obviously, this is kind of just a guess. But I do know that these two side holders, I guess, they were like centered. They weren't offset like the crane itself, so let's see, I'll try my best to get these. So go to the end of the crane here, find the center. This is the center, and leave 3 blocks in the middle, and then, so basically just make a line of 5 and take out the middle 3. And that's where those two side holders go. And add a cup up there, no, a cup up there, there, and then one right there. I think that's right. It is. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. So there's all that, and then just one more little bit of rigging, which essentially just brings this winch, or this pulley, back to the winch here. So 1, 2, 3, and 2, and then 5, and 3. So yeah, we'll go from these blocks here, I think. Yeah, so this block here. We'll just do this one side first. So do 3 back, then 2 on the top, and add a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5. Yeah, 3 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add 1, 2, 3 right there. And back here, we'll basically just double all this. This is all just underneath the crane. And we add 1, 2, 3 right there. That should be our rigging. So it's fairly simple, but it works. So here we go. Yeah, we're kind of pretty near in completion. So we'll do the. I think we're moving on to the. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll just add the aft mast now, which is slightly different, just slightly. So back here, find the center of this deck house. Should be fairly easy because of the funnel. And we'll count to the second block back right here. We're going to build up 8 in birch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 17 with oak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 3 with the mud brick. 1, 2, 3. 2 with the fence. 2. And then a trapdoor on top. And that's our aft mast, essentially. And it is the same height as the foremast. It's just the birch part is lower, and the oak part is there's more oak and less birch. It is the same height. I think there would have been like a wire running across the top between here. It's a very thin wire. So if you wanted to add that, then go for it. If you have some sort of like thin, you could do like chains or something. That could probably work well. So let's see. We'll grab the stripped oak again, and again on this side, just on this side. I'll go to the 4th block up, 2, 3, 4, and again we'll add 20 blocks in oak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. I'll make sure that is 20. Yep. Add the trapdoors on the end. And I also need to grab my grindstones and buttons. Let's grab my grindstones, buttons. So add again 2 grindstones there, 1 there, and then add a button there, and a button there. And there we go. And now this grindstone and light placement is also a little bit different. So on the mast, I'll go to the 21st block upward. So this is one on the bottom. The 21st block right here. 21st block. Add a grindstone right there, which will connect up to there. And then we'll go to the, so that's 21, count to the 24. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24. That's 24th block we'll add, that's where our lantern will go. So you gotta put the trapdoor beneath and then the lantern. Just another light. So, although the light and grindstone are a different height than on the forward mast. So, gotta be careful with that. As for the winch, it's really just the same thing, just, flipped around. So I'll grab my materials for it. Try to remember how everything goes. Obviously you can't fit it all in your hotbar. Let's see. Rigging. Let's see, I think this is what? Third? This is fourth block, isn't it? Yeah, this is the fourth block in front. Yeah, this is the third block. Okay, so well, that was the third block behind the mast. This one is actually the fourth block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where we'll make our 5x3 hole. Blackstone. There we go. Then we'll add 2x2s here with the blackstone stairs in the middle. Like this. Blackstone block there and there. Bamboo fence in the middle. Add chiseled polished blackstone. Stucco trap doors. Blackstone wall there, there. Sandstone wall there, and there. Take these slabs. Just need slabs and levers now. That's the wrong kind of slab. And a lever. Slab there. Slab there. Lever there. Lever there. So. Yeah, that's the other winch. Yeah, I think it's just the rigging then for that. So it is a little bit different. Because the spacing is a bit different. So I'll count this. This is what? 3, 6, 6, and then 3. Okay. So from this back end here, we'll go up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, that connects up to that grindstone. And then this one is quite different. You get what? 1, 2, 3, and then forward 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then forward 2, 4. Okay, so this will be a little confusing, so just watch carefully and build carefully. But you're basically going to want to build 1, 2, 3 diagonally, and then this fourth one down is a row of 2. Then we build 6 diagonally, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 7th we'll build 2. And then there should be 4 more down to this grindstone, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now some of this does, shift positions. I just gotta figure out where. Because, right now it's 1 pushed over to the side. You can see this is all straight in a line. I'll basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those 8 will just move over to the side. So just slightly on an angle, but that's how it was in real life, so. Yeah, there's that. A little other bit of rigging. Oh, this one is... Was this one shifted back? It wasn't. This one was. Okay, so these little holding grindstones. These ones are actually a block in front. So we'll add our line of 5 here. And this should be a block in front of this grindstone. So add a block there, and then a block there, right behind it. So their corners are kind of touching. So yeah. Let's see. I think I could do this part. There's what? 4, 1, 4, and 3. That's from... Okay, so from this block right here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 right there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3 right there. And again, on the inside. Basically just follow all this along, except it's inside. It connects up there. Nice. So, yeah, there's pretty much the outline of our ship. Just gotta do these rest of these stern details. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get the bollards now. So, grab these, and we'll come down to this corner here in the front, and we'll count to the 8th block back. So, 8th block back is right here. That's where we'll add a pair, like that, on the 8th block back. Obviously, this is all the same. This is going to be the same on the other side. So, then we'll leave a 40 block space between the next bollard. And so on the 41st block behind, we'll add the next one. So 40 on the 41st block, we'll add our bollards. And then after that, leave a 37 block space. So on the 38th, we'll add the next bollard here. And then a 23 or 22 block gap. And on the 23rd, well, no, I don't know. So this one I can just, because I can measure from here. That's 20. 1, 22, 23rd block here at our bollards. I think this one, these ones did have, yeah, these ones did have a little slab for their things. So, I'll add a slab on this corner. Alright, and then the next one, last one, is the 7th block behind, but it's also facing inward, so just watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll add 2 like this, and then the slab goes on this inner corner here. So now I'll really just do the same thing on this side. And then on this side, which is basically here, that, bruh. Alright, there we go. And then add the next bollard where? Right here. Come on. And then add the next bollard right here. And then add the next bollard right here. And I changed some of the black. There we go. So there you go, there's all of the bollards now. I think next up is to add the windows and doors. Yes. So portholes and doors, technically. I think these are probably just portholes. And again, this is all just based on what I've seen in pictures, so it's probably not accurate, but it might be. So from the corner of the stackhouse here, go to the 3rd block in, add a porthole. 1 block space, add a door right here. 2 block space, add a porthole, and that is the center. So just copy that to the other side. Pretty simple there. Going along the sidewall, surprisingly, I did not see any doors or windows on this sidewall here. That's just based on what I saw in the pictures. I really did not see any of the any doors or windows or anything. So anyway, coming in into this little corner here, I had a door there. In this corner, we had a door facing the other way. It probably was not the same on both sides, but I don't know what it was. So deal with it. Yeah, in the center we just had a single door, and I'm gonna be picky about my door placement because of course I am. That is fine. Is it which way the door is facing? And then we'll add, grab my glass, and we'll add these corner windows. Just add one in this corner, and add one in this corner. This corner, and this corner. And there's that entire deck done. So now all we have left to do is this the details on this top deck house here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and grab some of these materials. The pale oak came in clutch for this ship. This is a lot of pale oak. So behind the funnel here, behind this area, well, on the gray here, we'll count to the third block back. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll basically cut a 3x5 hole. It's 3 and then 4, and that is our 3x5 hole. And now, we'll basically fill all this in with glass up here, like this, and surround it all with pale oak trapdoors. This is the engine skylight, in case you were wondering. And then add slabs down the middle. Let me add trapdoors there and there. It's our skylight, and I'm going to make sure this is the same as to what I had it. Okay, it's a little different, never mind. So it turns out I actually had a 3x3 hole. So if you just go on the inside, break these blocks, add 3 there, and 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, and then 3 down the middle, like this. And then we can add trapdoors on these ends. I think you can just remove these ones here. And yeah, okay, that's fine. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so that's all good. Is that skylight? Now add these little other water tanks. I'm sure you're familiar with these water tanks. So we'll go from the front corner of this skylight. Go three blocks out and 1 forward, and that's where we'll add a 3-block long water tank with our little legs, trapdoors. Same thing on this side, 3 blocks out, 1 forward, and we'll add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like there, like there, like there, like there. So there we go. Let's see. I guess I could add the lifeboats. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. I guess I'll start with the davits. So from this little fence right here, this is why I said it was important to get the placement right in the last video. We'll build up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, and then 1. Skip this fence and go to this one, and we build the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, and then 1. This side, the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 1. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 1. There's all of our davits for the lifeboats. Now for the lifeboats themselves, obviously they would, be on an angle in real life. So this is on an angle, but it's kind of hard to make that look good. Basically impossible to make that look good. So I've just kind of done this, where it's kind of just situated between the two davits. So sort of stair, and then how long is this keel? 5. So go to the back davit here, and we'll just add a stair right there. Then add 5 full blocks. I guess you use slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just add another stair there. Some of these will probably have to change to full blocks. Full block there, a full block there. You can run your smooth sandstone slabs across the top there. I think this is another guess. I'm just guessing that the lifeboat covers were like a tan color. And then, let's see, from these full blocks on the outside, we'll just add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 beneath those. 1, 2, 3 there. And 1, 2, 3 there. And then these ones you change to full blocks. Add trapdoors on these, like that. and then also some little levers just to basically hold the lifeboat in place, like that. So this just makes sure the lifeboat doesn't roll away when the ship is in heavy seas. Because if your lifeboats roll away, you can't really use them. Uh, so I know the William G. Mather, which I have built over here, which I'll teleport to that. This is the William G. Mather that I built. Also with 0 deck plans, blueprints available. Even though she still exists, she's a museum ship. Her lifeboat's back here, and for those asking, I probably will do a tutorial on this, most likely. Probably after the Regina. Um, so, expect this to come out. I do have other stuff in mind, though, so it's not 100% that this is next, but it's a possibility. These lifeboats, I think I didn't even add them. Or no, I did. Yeah, right here. These little holders that just hold the lifeboats in place. So, that's a nice ship. No interior right now. I could add interior, because it's essentially just cargo holds. And, you know, you can find tours of the whole ship online. But that's a talk for another day. So, back to the Regina here. Finish this thing up. Since I'm lazy and kind of running low on time, I'll just go ahead and copy and paste all this. So stay in the middle, copy, right, and paste. There's that lifeboat. Just a few more little details back here. The like the docking helm, which also includes the the engine telegraph. So go behind the skylight. Second block behind the skylight. Build a mud brick wall, spruce fence, with a chapter on both sides. I don't know why there was like a helm on both sides of the thing, but like there was. Go 2 blocks over to the side here. Got a bamboo fence with a grindstone there. And then on this last block of gray, we'll build, what is it, up 3 with the paling fence. 1, 2, 3. And then add, what is it? Is it 4? Is it 3 or 4? It's 3. And then it's 3 again. 1. Okay. Is this last one 3 or 4? It's 4, okay. So I build up 3 there, and then again we build up 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a black with the nether brick fence. We add 1, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to add like the Canadian flag on the back there, something, some kind of flag you can. But other than that, the entire ship is now complete. So you either have the 1907 version, the red draft and wooden wheelhouse, or you have the 1913 version, the green draft and such. Something I do want to mention before I end off is the so, I mean, I'm sure many of you are familiar with CTH Gaming. He's one of my good friends. He's a part of Cervic. But he and I are collabing to make the SS Charles S. Price, which I think I explained this in part 1 of this series, that it was originally theorized that this ship and the Charles S. Price, so the Regina and the Charles S. Price collided, because, you know, that ship also sank. So we are planning on building that kind of as a collab project. I don't really know who the tutorial, what channel the tutorial series will be on. It might be on BTU, Build Teams United. It might be on his channel, might be on mine. We haven't really decided yet. We haven't really even started building it yet. But keep an eye out for that if you want to have sort of pair of, you know, early 1900s freighters, which kind of have a story that fits in along with each other. So also, you know, credit, of course. Just gonna say that again. If you're using this for some video, or whatever, you know, just give a little credit. Doesn't hurt. Even if you kind of suck at building and just want to claim this as your own, just don't. Because if people find out that, you know, this is not your build, and you claim it is, then, you know, you're gonna look down upon it even more. So just don't do that. But yeah, that's that. Another few things I want to mention real quick is, well, essentially future tutorials. So I do have a few other ships to I could do tutorials for on Sundays. Looking for Sunday specifically. There's this ship here, this Croatian ship, the SS Bakar, which is, I believe, is Croatian for copper. So basically the SS Copper. This is built from request. Again, another ship with no blueprints or anything. No interior either. But I did manage to do quite well in the exterior. And the bow of this ship is actually part of some Croatian naval museum. So I have this whole thing. This would probably be another 2 or 3 part tutorial series. Pretty simple. So that might come next. It's just a nice little ship. Very, very nice. Very little ship. Again, as I did say before, I do have the SS William G. Mather here. Which, is quite detailed. I spent a lot of time on this. So it is another big ship, sort of like Edmund Fitzgerald. So we'll see about tutorials for this. Those will probably just come like after the SS Bakar. Other ships you see around here, those aren't really any. They could potentially be tutorials in the future for them, but not anytime soon. So don't even ask. I mean, you can ask, but I'll have the same response. I know in part 1 of the Regina tutorials, somebody did mention making my own Edmund Fitzgerald. I have considered that, and I am still considering that really. But just the thing about that is there are already other Edmund Fitzgerald ships tutorials out there. I know Rich's is privated, but you can find a few others. Maybe not as good quality, I will say. But also I did the entire interior tutorial series for Rich's Edmund Fitzgerald. So if you want to build, I don't really want to have to do all that again. If I do make my own Edmund Fitzgerald, it probably will not include interior. And my original interior tutorial series will probably not fit in my ship because the original tutorial series was for Rich's version, and this would be my own. So there's that. But yeah, that's really all I have. So yeah, that's all I have for this video today, this week. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye for now.